For the second year in a row, the UNI wrestling program saw two of their wrestlers crowned Big 12 champions. A season ago, it was two seniors in Bryce Steiert and Taylor Lujan. This year, it was a pair of Panthers making their first ever trip to the Big 12 championships. Here's a look at the top performing Panthers at the 2021 Big 12 Wrestling Championships. The UNI Panthers battled in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the 2021 Big 12 Championships for a chance to earn automatic spots at the NCAA tournament. In the 149-pound bracket, Tristan Lara, the 4 seed in the Big 12 Championships, won his opening bout and then bounced back after 2 losses to claim the 5th place spot. That 5th place finish automatically qualifies Tristan Lara for the NCAA tournament. Cade Lara used a major decision in the wrestlebacks and finished in the battle for 7th place at 157. At 165, Austin Yant lost his opener and won 3 of his next 4 to claim a 5th place spot after 5 tightly contested matches. Yant's placing also earns him an automatic spot at the NCAA tournament.
You know, Yant being hurt all year, coming and placing, I thought had a really good tournament.
At heavyweight, Carter Isley tallied a pin, a major decision, and a decision before falling in the 5th place match to take 6th. Ranked 7th in the country going into the Big 12 Championships, Isley was an honorable mention All-American after last year's NCAAs were canceled. After a 9-0 record in the regular season, 184-pound favorite Parker Kakaisen, ranked 5th in the country, was able to grind his way to the top podium spot after 3 decisions, including a 5-3 final in the final over the 2nd seed from Wyoming.
What he's done every day and how he's lived, it manifests itself out in how he competes. And there's no other way. If you're going to train and live that way, that's how you need to compete. And he's bought into it wholeheartedly. He's going after trying to be great.
Kakaisen was ranked 5th in the country before the championships began and now prepares for his first NCAA tournament as a redshirt freshman.
I think someone asked me, like, well, how was he going to handle being the number 1 seed? I'm like, that's what he planned on being. It is what he's trained to do. It's what he's talked about doing. It's what he planned on doing, so it was no surprise. And then he goes out and wins a tournament, and he plans on doing the same thing at the national tournament.
And at 125 pounds, Brody Teske was 8-1 and the top-seeded wrestler and started his weekend with 2 impressive performances. Teske won by technical fall with a 19-2 advantage before a major decision sent him to the semifinals. Teske continued to roll. In the title match, Teske was trailing 4-0 before storming back. He grabbed the lead to start the 3rd and then had to grab it one last time for the title.
But he just doesn't panic. I think really what you saw is his offense start to open up on his feet. His hands and feet moved a lot more. Saw some diversity in attacks, and he's riding hard. We got to be able to mat return. I think that's the biggest thing.
Holding a top 10 national ranking, Brody takes the confidence gained from a conference title into his first NCAA championships.
Man, he always thinks he can win, no matter what happens within a match, and that's there's a confidence that he has in himself, and that comes even from when he was real young. And we need to have more of that, throughout our team. We need that spread throughout everyone. Like, man, no matter what happens, I don't care. I'm going to continue to wrestle. I can make things happen. I can score points, or I can pin a guy. It takes me a second to do that.
The UNI Panthers now prepare for the NCAA Championships next weekend in St. Louis, Missouri. The 4 automatic qualifiers lead the way for a team who claimed a national title at 184 the last time there was an NCAA tournament.
The biggest thing for me is, man, we just want to finish the race. Let us finish the race this year. Last year we didn't get that opportunity to finish the race.